Thanks for tuning in. I just wanted to share a couple of recipes today, and they are very yummy. The first one is Spam hash, yummy. And the next one is Spam lumpia furikake, both very yummy. So the first one, of course, is Spam hash. You need 1 can of Spam, 7 cooked and cubed potatoes. So these are brown potatoes. Everybody definitely knows what a potato looks like, but I actually cooked this in the microwave for about 5 minutes to soften them up, peeled them, and cut off the skin, and this is about 7 of them cubed. All right, and then the next one is 4 tablespoons of butter. So I have the 4 tablespoons of butter kind of pre-melted here. So I'm going to go ahead and turn on the fire to start this very simple recipe. So the first thing I'm going to do is go ahead and put in the potatoes, get them kind of crispy. Okay, so this is a very, very big stir fry pot. I'll actually move it over here for you to see. What I think I'm going to do is cook this potato on one side, get it in view for you, and put the Spam on the other side. So this is a very nice Spam cutter. It makes your Spam even. And I got this at the Hawaiian market. And check this out. Okay, I'm going to hold it with both hands. All right, let's see, make sure you get through. Okay, so what it usually does, I'm going to put it on a more hard surface here so I can get it through. What it does is cuts it evenly. So, see how it cut it evenly, very nice. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Whoops. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then 2 here on the side that I have to toss. And all you have to do is kind of cut them up a little bit, kind of square them up. Let me get a scissors here. So this will kind of cut them more evenly and give it a nice cubed look. And these are just recipes. It doesn't tell you what I really feel inside right now, so they're just recipes, okay? So that's just personal stuff I feel inside, but I feel like sharing recipes is a positive thing for my world, and also very delicious for the people that want to replicate the recipe. So what I'm doing is cubing up the Spam here. Okay. So Spam takes really, really delicious crispy fry. Yes. So I went to the market the other day and I was able to find a 5-pound bag of potatoes for $5. And with the scarcity in goods right now, I thought it would be a good idea for the kids. And potatoes are on the healthier side. But this particular recipe is not too healthy with the Spam, sorry, but it is very delicious. Okay, so I'm going to continue to put the Spam in. So for the many, many years that I've been cooking, I have plenty Spam recipes in my head. And one thing that I want to share eventually is my 50-50 Spam panko burger. So maybe about 4 years ago, I went to Colina and I won their Colina Spam Jam. It was so fun. And they were just amazed that you can put spam and bacon into one patty and get that kind of amazing taste. But of course, it's not too healthy, but it is delicious. Okay, so you kind of get an idea of what's going on here. So I'm just kind of let it cook. All right. So my next recipe is furikake spam lumpia. And who wants to see the product before I actually roll it? Yay, I think I want to show you the product. So this has already been cooked. This is lumpia spam. Doesn't that look delicious? Here's another one. Here is a crispier one that I walked away just a little bit, like a minute, and it became more crispy, but it looks pretty delicious. Let's cut one open. So this is the spam lumpia. Doesn't it look delicious? And at the end, I will be putting furikake all over it. But I will show you how to roll those. Okay. I'm going to move the hash over here. It's a little bit on low. And then I'm going to move some of the stuff to go ahead and roll the spam on. All right. So all you need for this is you need Menlo lumpia wrapper. Yay! Menlo all-purpose wrappers for Chinese spring roll, Filipino lumpia, and what does that say? It says Vietnamese chagio and Mandarin mock shoe pork. But we are interested in the Filipino lumpia today. And these are what the wrappers look outside and defrosted. So all you need is those wrappers. The second thing you need, of course, is spam. So these are cut kind of very similar to the way that I showed you I cut them earlier, so they're all kind of even. Okay. And then the next thing you need is egg to seal in the wrappers, to seal it. Okay, I'll show you how. Alright, so for the first one here, you could see, okay, so this is a Menlo lumpia wrapper. All you gotta do is take your spam, gather the edges, okay, and roll. There you go. And this is very, very similar how you would roll traditional Shanghai lumpia. Okay, and then you saw me take the egg yolk and the egg white scrambled and put it over the lumpia end there, and it kind of helps seal it in place so when it cooks it doesn't look or doesn't come apart. Alright, so the next one I'm going to roll a total of 4 is what I left undone. Okay, so that is one there, one Menlo wrapper, one spam, and you take again the sides, gather the end, and just kind of keep rolling and rolling and rolling. Okay, you take the egg here and kind of squeeze it together, give it a good look there. Alright, so 2 down, 2 to go. Okay, there's a wrapper again. Spam. I'm going to give this a little bit of a mix here in my spam hash. You don't want burned Spam hash. It's looking pretty crispy. I'm gonna bring it to you. Yummy. Okay, so we'll give that a few more minutes of cooking. And so for here, for the lumpia, there you go. Gather it, roll it, seal it. Alright, so it's coming along well. I'm glad I showed you the finished product beforehand, because it really tells you and shows you that the recipe does work. So one more here, the very last one I'm going to show for demonstration. Spam, gather the edges, okay, and just take the bottom edge and just keep rolling and rolling and rolling and rolling. All right, so here you go, the 4 lumpia ready to get put in the hot oil for deep fry. Okay, so let's see what's going on with this hash here. It's looking pretty good, the hash. All right, I'm gonna just bring it really close to you again, and I hope you could smell it through the screen. Yummy, yummy. Okay. So again, the Spam hash, 1 can Spam, about 7 cooked and cubed potatoes. The potatoes were about 5 minutes in the microwave, and 4 tablespoons of butter. And that is what we got. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and put that to the side because it's already cooked. Okay, and the next recipe is just finalizing the lumpia and seeing how long it takes. I would say if the oil is really, really hot, the lumpia is probably going to take about a minute to cook. Maybe after 30 seconds you can turn it around so that each side cooks evenly. But let's see what we get here. Okay, for the Spam lumpia, it's definitely this Menlo wrapper, 1 can of Spam, 1 jar of furikake, and you can see what I would use for simple deep frying is, I don't know, I think this is a 5-quart and I filled it halfway. All right, so the recipe is coming along well. And I'm really happy to share this with you. People have been asking. I cooked this lumpia furikake about a year ago for a swimming pool party, and people had been asking how to do it, and it's so simple. So friends, now you see how easy it is to make furikake Spam lumpia. All right, so let's see how I rolled it, if the egg took. So it pretty much did. Okay, so let's go ahead and put it in. It seems a little bit warm there. And then second one pretty much took. Rolled it as tight as I could and put the egg to seal it together. Even though eggs are scarce right now, it's an essential part of the lumpia wrapper sticking together. You'll see with this one, where I put the egg and how it kept the two pieces together. And then this last one here. All right. So I'll sit on this a little bit and I'll show you the Spam lumpia cooked again and how you can make it so easy to add for a coffee. So here I did is separated 4 pieces of the Spam lumpia. And I showed you the furikake earlier. And all you gotta do is put the furikake over the top. And you probably want to do this right after cooking. It'll probably stick better. Here is a sample of the lumpia furikake. So my suggestion is probably right after cooking it to put on the furikake so it'll kind of still warm and it'll stick. Okay. So let's see if I can hold on a couple, 30 more seconds to see if I can get one of these cooked to show you that the recipe really does work. All right. So this is our first week of kids not having school and they're handling it okay. And as I said earlier, I'm just sharing a recipe, but it doesn't really tell you how I feel inside, just because I'm a frontline healthcare worker. But this is my pastime that is positive for me and my family, just sharing recipes and feeding the family. So I thought that this one today would maybe be a positive recipe. So I'm sure one or two of us or a lot of us have a can of Spam at home. And like I said, the last time I cooked this was at a pool party, maybe about a year to a year and a half ago. So I wanted to bring it back and film it to make sure that I documented this recipe because people have been asking for it. Okay. So it's taking a little bit longer to cook. I'll wait out another 30 seconds and see what happens. Transfer it over here and show you how it looks inside. So this is actually the rendition of Filipino Shanghai lumpia. That Menlo wrapper is my favorite lumpia wrapper, and it just seems to stick well and it seems to keep the contents inside. So when I have cooked Shanghai lumpia before, the lumpia of course is more round than this. This is more on the square side because of the shape of the Spam when you cut it. But it's coming along well here. Okay, so you can actually see it browning there. How nice. So just a few more seconds and I can take them out. And I don't think this is a recipe that you could walk away from even just for 10 seconds, because between like now and 10 seconds from now, they will probably be burned. Okay, so I am gonna actually take them out now. So it is golden brown, yummy. Look at that. This is the color that we want our lumpia. Okay, so. Okay, so thanks for hanging out that whole length of wrapping and cooking the lumpia. And then here I'm just going to show you, this is 2 pieces and they're hot. So it would be a good time, ooh, it's going to pop. It'd be a good time to try to see if the furikake sticks better on hot lumpia. And mix it around here. Woo, hot, 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 hot. Okay, just a little bit better, but even if you can get just a few pieces on there, and then once you take a bite, dip it back in the furikake, it still will prove to be very delicious. Well, I hope that you enjoyed watching, and get to it and give me some feedback if you actually make it, all right? Okay, take care now.